Elementary school was uh, not the best. I used to get detentions all the time. A lot of the kids would just kind of shun me away, and I would just kind of want to fit in and just kind of be the class clown. It was only until like fourth grade until I realized that I had Asperger's syndrome, and that was kind of it was something that I kind of wanted to ignore, and I just wanted to live a normal life. Um, but I realized that it would be kind of like an obstacle. Um, so uh, in the sense that it just made me focus on wanting to fit in more than actually doing well in school. I couldn't get through calculus. It seemed really scary, and I almost wanted to just give up and do, like a different major altogether that's not even related to math. I don't know what happened, but I think it was a project that I worked on that made me want to get back into engineering. So I did, and I had the real opponent, which was Calculus 2. Calculus 2 is considered by most engineering students to be the hardest calculus class, even more so than 3 and 4. Um, it's a really, really heavy class with a bunch of subjects just cobbled into one. And I had to take it 4 times. I mean, no, I had to take it 5 times. On my 5th try is when I finally said, all right, let's do this. And it was during the pandemic when things were even harder to do. I managed to um, like fight it through, and I actually got a B. I think I remember I got the highest score in the class on the final. That that a lot of that came with just brute forcing it, but I feel like I really learned how to take notes in that class. And that's when I really started getting lifted up. I knew what to do, and with the knowledge that I gained in Calculus 2, I knew how to take notes, and on my first try, I passed Calculus 3. I wish I was a lot um, easier to talk to socially. Um, it kind of is hard because, like, it's, socializing is what we're meant to do, and when you're not as good at it as other people are, it kind of really makes you question your own worth as a person in society. I don't want to give the message that you shouldn't say, oh, my Asperger's is not an obstacle at the end. It's not affecting me. You need to be real too. But I do think that when it comes to doing homework, you can't have that on your mind, because you need strength when you're doing work. You need to believe yourself in certain moments, and as you're believing yourself, you need to push that thing aside. Like, yes, I have Asperger's, but I can also do this, and that shouldn't matter to me. It shouldn't. Yeah, it's gonna make things harder, but at the end of the day, I can still do this, and that should not matter because I've made it this far, and I can make it further.